It's the Z List with Zoltan and James, bringing you new and unique insights into being an actor in Los Angeles every week. Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining us for another episode of the Z List. The show that gives the working class actor access to a late night talk show. I am Zoltan Sandor's director, and here is my better half, James Pardue.
Hello.
All right, how you doing, JP?
I guess I wish I could say I was glad to be here.
Well, I am not doing that well. As we know, Coke is suing me for unrightful use of their logos. And then earlier when I was brushing my teeth, I got some toothpaste on my sweater.
Do you have any money for them to sue you from?
They go mostly after assets in scenarios like this, so I hear. So other than that, I'm very tired. And yeah, so anything else? Oh, so as we know, this is the third episode of the Z List. And I got a question for my other host, James Pardue. James?
Yeah.
How many times have you been on time for this show?
Well, I was on time 1 of 3, so that's 33% of the time.
That's right.
So we filmed so far on my birthday and over Thanksgiving weekend.
So I'm going to introduce a new segment called Time Watch with Zoltan Sandors, and we'll see it right there. And we're going to start a little ticker counter for all the times James will be late through the rest of this season. Well, with that said,
I was going to try not to be late, but now that I have a time watch, I'm going to have to throw some minutes in that bank every time. Just even if I'm here on time, I might wait outside a couple minutes. Just to keep ranking them up, right?
All right, so with that said, I'd like to introduce our first guest, Amy. Oh God, I'm so tired. I don't remember her last name. I'm sorry. What's your last name?
Harber.
Amy Harber. Let's bring her out.
So you said first guest.
The struggle is real.
Is there additional guests?
No, there is not.
Okay.
Hello, Amy. Thank you for coming on the show today.
Hi. Happy belated Thanksgiving.
Yes. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I cooked for like 9 or 10 people.
Oh wow, that's a lot
I
of people.
brined my first turkey. I roasted it. I made like homemade ice cream. Yeah, no, I go all out. Like,
I ate for 10 people. Did you have a good Thanksgiving, JP?
I spent it with my father, so no.
Excellent. All right, so let's get down to it.
Okay.
Why don't you share a little bit about what it is to be talent working in Los Angeles?
well, for me, I am right now in that little limbo of union eligible, so I'm still doing non-union stuff. I'm still doing union, I can do union stuff. I'm actually a union must join. So the struggle is, do I stay non-union and keep racking up the commercials, the commercial auditions, or do I make the leap so that I can actually get the auditions for the network stuff? Because, everything on networks union, and a lot of the cable stuff is non-union.
So what do you have to do to become union exactly?
I actually became union eligible working on a web series. So a lot of web series, if they go through, do the paperwork, you can become union eligible that way.
Wow. My web series, we did not do that. All right, so that's very interesting, and that's very promising, it sounds like. And what's the difference in terms of pay when you get to that level? Like being non-union versus union?
Well, definitely if you decide to do some commercial background work, it's like a huge jump. It's like $200 more, if you get a speaking role on like a network show, it's it's obviously a lot more.
Okay. If you had a choice, if you become union and had your pick of any television show, which television show would you like to go on?
Oh, right now, any show, anything in the Arrowverse. Like, I just got done like binge watching Arrow, Flash, Legends of Tomorrow. I was strictly a Marvel girl before. Yes, I'm a little bit of a nerd. But now I'm like totally into like the DC stuff as well. Like, it started out just watching Supergirl last season, but then I was like, okay, now they're all on the same network. So it was like a solid binge watch of 4 seasons of Arrow, 2 of the Flash, and 1 of Legends of Tomorrow to catch up.
All right, that's a lot of show watching. Excellent. And of course, Supergirl, many 35-year-old plus men's fantasies. All right, so JP, do you have any questions for me?
So, what are some of the most interesting experiences you've had in the industry, or potentially even the worst experience, if that's something interesting?
Well, I would say interesting. I came from a modeling background, so there's a lot of stigma, or at least there was, with, oh, you came from a modeling background, you're not really an actor, or, I've had, Shakespearean trained, whatever going on, and go up against that. And I've actually beaten out people that have theater degrees for roles. So that's pretty interesting that it's not about, like, yes, training's important, but it's also the total package.
Yeah.
So
definitely.
As far as worst experiences, I one time had a celebrity photographer.
Okay.
He shot for like Vogue and all kinds of big magazines, shot celebrities. He tried to get a little handsy with me.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Was it that one guy with the thick glasses who... What's that guy's name? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Richardson or something like that?
Oh, no, it wasn't him. It was someone here in Los Angeles that he was like basically of the sense, if you tell anyone you're a nobody, you're like not a name model, and I'm so, who's gonna believe you over me?
Let me just say that did not happen on this show. That doesn't happen.
These guys are great. They're fun.
All right. Well, what's a positive experience you've had? What's probably the coolest moment? Maybe meeting someone
my
famous.
gosh.
Besides
doing
this show.
something you thought you'd never
Besides
do.
this show.
Yeah. Besides this
Oh my
wonderful
gosh.
show.
Oh my gosh. Well, I did a Funny or Die video. I don't know if you guys remember the whole Deadline.com scandal where like the lady that created Deadline.com, they kind of forced her out and everything. So they did like a spoof on it, and I got to work with like Jean Smart and Christina Applegate. And Christina Applegate is just, she's cool. She's so cool. Like, we seriously were just kicking back talking about like body lotion and like what like the coolest lotions at Bath and Body Works were.
Another 35-year-old male plus a fantasy character, Christina Applegate. She's amazing, of course, Married with Children. James grew up watching that show. I didn't. I was too poor to own a TV. I just have to hear about it from people. But now I got my own television show, so who's laughing now?
Samantha Who, seriously, was like the most underrated sitcom. They should have just renewed it and given it a little more of a chance to find its audience. She was hilarious in it.
Yeah, that's the way the television industry works. Yeah, they're quick to, it's not selling. Get this out of here.
I've noticed that though with this season of television, you haven't seen the chain get yanked on some of these shows. Like usually, first couple weeks of the television season, it's like, oh, you got canceled after like 2 episodes, but you haven't really seen that this season. I don't know if it's because it was, an election year and such, or, they didn't have as many mid-season replacements on the shelf.
Show right now that you would cancel, that you'd yank if you had the power to.
Oh, come on. Don't put me in this position. I'm trying to get auditions on shows.
All right. Well, I hope everyone enjoyed this episode. And, God, I'm just so tired. It's like these Coke people have been calling me all day, all night. But
You want me to send a tweet to like T Swift? She's pretty down with the Coke people. She does like Diet Coke ads. Be like, yo, T Swift, tell the Coke people to back off.
I would like that, please. And Taylor, if you're interested in coming on this show, even though it's for Z-listers, we'll be happy to change the title to the A-lister show.
Yeah, she does
and
do
have you
stuff
on.
like that.
Well, send her a text for me. I am open to that. And we will not do any casting couch stuff as iterated and reiterated again.
We can all just hang out here and drink Coca-Cola, right?
Not me. I'm never drinking Coke ever again. That's a promise. Well, Amy, I really want to thank you for coming on the show. I think this is probably the best one we've had yet.
Woohoo!
Woo!
Yeah.
All right, and if you're thinking about drinking Coca-Cola, I would highly recommend against it. James, any closing stuff?
Drink Pepsi, less litigation.
All right, yeah, definitely. I got a meeting with my lawyer now, so I'm just going to have you guys wrap the set if that's okay. And, yeah. Once again, just thank you so much for coming on this show. I really wish I didn't have the problems going on in my life that I do now, but...
Breathe in, breathe out.
The show's 50% talking to the actors about their trouble and 50% Zoltan complaining about his horrendous life. So thank you for joining us for that.
No problem.
Oh, wait. Also, we're going to take a moment to look at some of Amy's clips now. I know it comes in the middle of the show, but like I said, my brain's fried. So let's do that real quick.
If anything happens to Rachel Ray, I'm gonna have to kill myself. I'm gonna have to like slit my throat with my Fury Rachel Ray knife.
And that was fantastic stuff. I'll be honest, I was feeling pretty down, but after seeing that stuff, I did feel a little bit better. I'll be honest.
Come on. I made a parody video of the Leave Britney Alone.
That's always good.
If possible, there'll be links to all that below here. Maybe.
On our YouTube channel, please check out Amy if you're interested in casting her for union or non-union work. She is open to both. And if you're non-union, just slip her an extra $200 and get her up to that union pay grade. Why not? All right. Well, thank you very much, and thank everyone. And I thank everyone for watching.